After pulling off one of the biggest upsets in recent NBA playoff history, the 7th-seeded Washington Wizards take on the 6th-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Cavaliers are coming off a 4-2 victory in the first round themselves, knocking off the 3rd-seeded Atlanta Hawks, and this series will truly be a battle of Cinderellas, as both of these teams are lower seeds and essentially underdogs in the playoffs. The Cavaliers did win the season series 2-1 during the regular season, but Donovan Mitchell, who's arguably their best player, is dealing with a heel injury. So we will get the start, but he's going to be very much hampered by the heel injury. And they're also missing Kevin Love, who's out with a broken jaw. So here we go, the Cavaliers hosting the Washington Wizards in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And Jarrett Allen faces off with Kristaps Porzingis for the tip. Let's get it started as Porzingis wins the tip, and the Wizards will start off with the basketball. Here's DeJounte Murray taking it up, and he's going to get a pick from Porzingis, but good recovery there by Darius Garland. Now Porzingis working against Allen. Pass over to Beal, who's covered by Mitchell. Beal nearly gets it stolen away by C.D. Osman. Beal with the pump fake, and he's able to get it in over Mitchell, and the Wizards strike first blood. So here are the Cavaliers with the ball for the first time. C.D. Osman going to drive in, and he's going to lay it up. Porzingis just a little too overzealous, and we're knotted up at 2. So here's Beal off the handoff from Murray. He gets a pick now. Beal wide open for 3. He's going to hit it, and the Wizards go up by 3 now. So the Wizards with the ball again. Beal gets a pick, and he's going to try to pass it inside to Porzingis, but Garland takes it away. And now the Cavaliers are working down the court. Garland looking to drive in, passes inside to Mitchell, who gets the harm and the hoop. Kyle Kuzma called for the foul there. And Mitchell is able to tie it up with the free throw, so we're tied at 5. Now Mitchell working against Beal. Shoots a mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Porzingis. And now the Wizards work in transition. Murray passes over to Beal. Beal drives inside, and he's going to slam it in. Bradley Beal with the first 7 points for the Wizards in this game. And now we're under 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here is Mitchell driving inside, and Kuzma just turned around, and Mitchell gets the slam. So now we're knotted up at 7 once again. Here's a long pass from Murray over to Beal in the corner. He hits the 3, and Bradley Beal now has the first 10 points of the game for Washington. But now here is Garland driving inside, passes to a wide open Donovan Mitchell, and that's somebody you can't leave wide open if you're the Washington Wizards. Now we're knotted up at 10. Denny going to take a 3 now, and Denny Avdia hits the 3. That's the first bucket by somebody on the Wizards not named Bradley Beal. And now here is Mitchell pulling up as he crosses up Beal, and now it's just a 1-point deficit. Now here's Murray getting the pick from Porzingis, passes it over to him, pass inside to Beal, and he gets Mitchell off kilter. Beal's really taking advantage of the injury to Mitchell in this one, as he's up to 12 points already, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter. C.D. Osman gets a pick from Jarrett Allen, and he pulls up for the mid-range jumper. And now here's the pass inside to Mobley, back out to Allen, now over to Mitchell, and he's going to throw the alley-oop to Jarrett Allen, who makes a beautiful backdoor cut. And now we are halfway through the first quarter, and Mobley with a backdoor cut this time slams it in, and the Cavaliers take their first lead of the game, 18-17, as the Wizards use their first time out of the game. There's Garland working against Beal, and Garland puts it up, and a very high layup goes in. So now the Cavs up by 3. Beal and Murray working on some two-man game here. Porzingis tries to set the pick. Rubio dodges it, and Porzingis gets the feed from Murray and puts it in. So now here are the Cavaliers. Rubio in the game now. He passes to Mobley, who shoots the 3, and he completely airballs it. That's especially embarrassing to do at home, but Cavaliers would get the ball back here, and now here's Ricky Rubio driving inside. Porzingis blocks him, and here come the Wizards in transition. Pass to Denny, who's going to give it to Daniel Gafford, and you can tell his ribs are feeling a lot better. He's not favoring them anymore, and he gets his first bucket of the game. So now the Wizards have the lead back, and here's the alley-oop to Allen over the head of Porzingis. Great pass there by Rubio. Now Rubio working against Murray, and he's going to cough it up, stolen by Daniel Gafford, and again the Wizards in transition. Gafford passes over to Murray. Murray shoots the close-range jumper, and he gets the bucket. Murray's up to 6 points now in the game. And now Murray gets the pick from Earl Jenkins as the Wizards get some of their backups in, and what a slam by DeJounte Murray. Up to 8 points now. And imagine if the Hawks never traded him. They probably might still be in the playoffs playing against the Wizards here, as there's a bucket by Will Barton. Back to the point about Murray, you never know. The Wizards might not even be in the playoffs had it not been for him. As here's a three by Mobley, and this time he's able to hit it, as Earl Jenkins just didn't even try to put his hand up. Now, waning moments of the first quarter for the Wizards. Here's Corey Kispert passing over to Jenkins, and he's going to be blocked by Mobley. As we end the first quarter, the Wizards lead 31-25 heading into the second. Wizards with the basketball here as Kispert gets it around the wing. He's going to pass inside to Gafford, who's working against Garland, and this is just such a huge mismatch. Gafford able to get his second bucket of the game, and the Wizards take an 8-point lead. Now Garland working against DeLon Wright, gives it to Mitchell. He has Barton on him. He's going to pass inside to Mobley, and just very, very lazy defense there by Kyle Kuzma. So now here's Lamar Stevens pulling up off the pick from Allen, and he's going to get the three. And now it's a 4-point game. The Cavaliers making a bit of a comeback here. Now the Wizards in transition. DeLon Wright passes inside to Beal, and he's going to get the bucket. Beal up to 14 points now as he gets his first points of the second quarter. Now Garland gets a pick from Mobley. Nearly gets it taken away by Denny, and now he's going to pass inside to Mobley. Kuzma can't get the rebound there. And now Herter has the ball in the corner. He gets a pick now. Herter drives inside, passes it back out to Mobley, who's wide open in the corner, and he hits the three. The Wizards just think because he airballed 1-3 early on that he's not going to hit threes, but he's proven them wrong. But DeJounte Murray says right back at you as he gets a three of his own. And now it's an 8-point game once again. Garland going to pass inside to Mobley, and they just completely lost track of him there. So now here's Garland off the pass from Allen, and he's going to give it right back to him on an alley-oop as Kuzma is just struggling to cover Jared Allen in this one. So now Porzingis working against Garland in the post, and you already know what he's going to do with it. Easy hook shot, and he only gets his second bucket of the game. So it's 44-38 now, halfway through the second quarter. Garland passes back out to Herter. He hits the three, and the Cavaliers make it a one-possession game at 44-41. But now Denny gets the feed, pulls up from the wing, and he hits the three thanks to the pick from Porzingis. So now here's Herter pulling up for the mid-range jumper, and it goes in for him. That's probably the worst shot in basketball, but it goes in. And now Porzingis gets away from Allen, and he's able to hit the three from the corner off the feed from Murray. So the Wizards starter is definitely getting a lot of playing time in game one here, as Herter gets it poked away from him, but it goes right to Garland. And that's just really unfortunate for the Wizards. I mean, there's not much more you could have done there except probably have somebody in the paint. But anyways, now it's a 7-point game, 4 minutes to go. Rubio shoots the three, and Rubio is able to drain it. So now it's a 4-point game. Now under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Allen puts it up, and that's just poor defense from Gafford as Allen just has an easy layup there. So now a 4-point game. Gafford working against Rubio, and I don't know why the Cavaliers just keep on having their guards cover our centers, but they're going to take advantage of it all day. Now a big poke out by Murray. Kispert's going to reward him with a feed and the slam dunk. And now it's an 8-point game. The Wizards starting to pull away here a little bit. Murray gets a pick from Gafford. He pulls up for three. And DeJounte Murray is having a hell of a first half right now, up to 22 points and 6 assists. But he is going to turn it over there, so that's kind of a dark spot in an otherwise really good first quarter for him. And now Lamar Stevens pulls up from close range, and he gets the bucket to go. Now under a minute to go, the Wizards are up by 9. Here's a pick from Gafford, and Murray gets a slam dunk. 24 points in the first quarter for DeJounte Murray. He is 8 of 11 from the field as Rubio hits a three. And now it's an 8-point game. So now last few seconds of the first half, Kispert looking to shoot the three, steps back, and it's no good. Pretty good defense there by Stevens. And now we go into the half with the Wizards up 63-55 over the Cavaliers. As it's been a pretty good first half, especially for DeJounte Murray and Bradley Beal. And they're going to have to keep it going if the Wizards are going to come away with this first win in Cleveland. So the Cavaliers have the ball to start the third quarter. And here's Osman stepping back for the three. Denny just completely lost him there. C.D. Osman hasn't really done a whole lot today, but he gets a three there. Now Murray kicking back out to Porzingis, and he's able to get the shot from the elbow to go in. And now it is a 7-point game. Beal gets the feed from Murray. Nearly loses it. And now Beal trying to work his way around Murray with a pump fake, and he's able to get it in from close range. So now a 9-point game once again. But now Mobley with a big slam. It's very poor interior defense there for the Wizards. So now it's a 6-point game. Murray passes out to Porzingis from the corner, shoots the 3, and his feet were on the line, so that's only going to be a 2, but still a good shot for Porzingis. Now he's going to work his way around. Working against Allen, passes over to Beal, and he's going to shoot the 3, and it goes in. Beal with now 21 points here in this game. So now here's Murray working against Kuzma, and again, Kuzma's defense just hasn't been great, but luckily that's a miss. But then he's going to cough it up, and Jarrett Allen gets an easy bucket off of Kuzma's big mistake there. So now Beal pulls up, and he's able to get it in to make it a 7-point game. Now midway through the third quarter, Kuzma working against Mobley, and he's going to get the double clutch to go in for his first bucket of the game. And honestly, I really feel like since the DeJounte Murray trade, Kyle Kuzma has just kind of fallen off, as there's a 3 for Mitchell to make it a 6-point game, and the Wizards use their first timeout of the second half. Now here's DeLon Wright into the game. He gives it to Porzingis. Back to Wright. He steps back, shoots the 3, and it goes in. Not the highest percentage shot, but Wright has been hitting a lot of 3s this year, so can't really doubt him in those situations. Then here's Isaac Okoro slamming it down for the Cavs. So now it makes it a 7-point game. Gordon gets a couple of picks, drives inside, kicks it back out to Kispert. He shoots the 3 from the wing, and it goes in. That's his first bucket of the game. So now a double-digit lead for the Wizards. Here's Mobley. He loses it, and it's going to be picked up by Beal eventually, and he's going to pass it over to the right, and he's going to slam it down, getting rewarded for poking the ball out there. And now it's a 12-point lead for the Wizards. Now Rubio working his way inside, steps back, shoots the 3, and it's good. Ricky Rubio's really turning back the clock here. He was never really a great player per se, but he's definitely had his moments, and he's having one right now. But now Barton shoots the 3. That's good for him, and it's a 12-point lead for the Wizards once again. So now here's Rubio getting the pick. He's going to feed Mobley. He puts it up from the block, and it goes in. So now a 10-point lead for the Wizards. Here's Wright trying to drive inside, passes inside to Barton, who's able to slam it down. Not very good defense there by Kevin Huerter. So now Rubio with a really weird shot there. No good, but it's rebounded by Mobley. Now Mobley kicks it back out. And pass inside, and Rubio gets it in on the second effort. And now, once again, it's a 10-point game. Cavaliers are trying to get back into this one. They're staying afloat and are not letting the Wizards blow this game out of proportion as Porzingis backs down Mobley. And now he's using a triple threat, and he's able to get it in, although if you looked at that pivot foot, it looked like he might have traveled, but it's a close one there. They didn't call it, so it is what it is. Now Huerter lays it up, no good. And he gets his own rebound. Back out to Mobley. He shoots the 3, and it's no good, but Gafford fouled him. And then he'd make all 3 of his free throws. Now, final seconds. Murray shoots the 3. No good. He has not scored at all in the second half so far as the Wizards go into the half up 89-82. It's still anyone's game at this point, but the Wizards have to find a way to hold on. Cavaliers are moving down the court after a Wizards miss. And now here's Osman working against Avdia, and he's able to get the bucket to go in for him. And now it's a 5-point game. Jenkins gives Beal the pick and pass back out to Jenkins. He pulls up for the deep 2, and it goes in. Jenkins is really not a shooter, so it's really surprising anytime he even pulls up for a clean look, but it's not going to get much cleaner for him there, as Mitchell gets a very tough bucket there for the Cavs. He's up to 17 points. Murray still has not scored in the second half yet, as Garland just turns around Gafford. That's probably why centers shouldn't cover guards either. So now it's a 4-point game. Garland trying to work his way inside, and he's going to try to go for the alley-oop again, but Porzingis blocks it away, but Evan Mobley able to get it, and now Mobley shoots the layup, and it goes in. So now it's a 2-point game. Cavaliers have come all the way back. They're not quite there yet, but now here's Beal passing to Porzingis. Murray pulls up for 3, and he finally gets his first bucket of the second half, as it's 96-91 now. But now Garland coming right back at Murray and getting a bucket of his own to make it a 3-point game. But now, on the fast break, Garland slams it down, getting right past Murray, and it's a 1-point game. So now Murray working against Osman. Passes back out to Porzingis. And Porzingis has himself a little bit of a mismatch here. I believe that's Mitchell on him. And that's not going to work out in the paint as Porzingis gets the bucket there. So now halfway through the fourth quarter, Osman drives inside, kicks it back out to Mobley, and he gets an easy layup to go in. And the Cavs bring it back within one. So now Murray gets picks from Beal and Porzingis, passes it back to KP, who shoots the three, and it goes in. And the Wizards have a 2-possession lead once again. So now Murray, working against Garland, gets it to Beal. He gets Allen to jump, and he's going to put Evan Mobley on a poster. What a slam by Beal. That makes it a 6-point game. And now Allen just turns it over. And here come the Wizards once again. Denny pulls up for three. He's got it. He's up to 9 points in the game, and it's a 10-2 run for the Wizards in the last minute and a half. But Donovan Mitchell's tired of it, and he's going to end it with a bucket of his own. Wizards burn the timeout. They are up by 7 with just over 4 minutes to go. So now Denny's looking to inbound it. Gets it to Murray. Murray's getting double teamed. Passes over to Kuzma, shoots the three. That goes in. Kyle Kuzma with his second bucket of the game. And now the Wizards are starting to pull away. Beal pulls up for three. Off the feed from Murray, and it goes in. And it's 112-99. So now here's the three from Mitchell, and somehow, some way it goes in despite really good defense there by Beal. And now 2 minutes to go. The Cavaliers are starting to run out of time. Mitchell passes inside to Allen, who puts it in. But now we're under a minute to go. 9-point lead for the Wizards. Here's Allen. Hands it off to Mitchell. Passes to Osman. He shoots the three, and it goes in. So it's a 6-point game with 52 seconds to go. The Wizards are going to do their best to try to run the clock. Beal doesn't cross until nearly the 8-second violation. Gets it to Murray, back to Beal, now over to Denny, and then Osman finally fouls him. So things aren't looking very good for the Cavs right now. They're down by 8 with about 37 seconds to go as Mitchell misses the three. Allen slams it back in to make it a 6-point game once again. Both teams have their backups in for some reason now as Herter shoots a three. He's going to miss it, and that is going to be your ball game as the Wizards take game one in Cleveland as they walk away with a 119-111 victory. But you definitely have to give a lot of credit to the Cavaliers. They were down by double digits multiple times in this game, and they came back, but it just wasn't enough. Bradley Beal had 28 points, was 10 of 19 from the field, and 4 of 9 from three-point range. DeJounte Murray had a great first half and ended up having 27 points and 12 assists, but he only had 3 points in the second half, but it's still a really good performance from him. Porzingis had 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. Denny had 11 points and 6 rebounds. And on the flip side, Donovan Mitchell, 24 points and 3 assists with that bruised right heel. Evan Mobley had 23 points and 9 rebounds and apparently played the entire game as well. Allen had 16 points, 15 rebounds. Osman had 14 points. Rubio had 13. Garland had 12 points and 10 assists. But yeah, the Wizards had their biggest lead be 13, and they were up by 13 2 different times that I can remember. But the Cavaliers tried their best to come back. They made it close at times, but those turnovers just really killed them in the end of the day. So looking at the rest of the playoff bracket, the Pelicans take game 1 against the Warriors. The Mavericks are up 2-0 over the Trailblazers, and the Celtics are currently up 1-0 against the Bulls. So how do you feel the Wizards will do the rest of the series and the rest of the playoffs? Let me know in the comment section below. And will the Wizards follow up game 1 with another win in Cleveland and then one at home? Well, you're just going to have to keep on watching to find out.